beautiful souls. Welcome back to my channel. My name's Rebecca, and today we are going to be working on this little still life that I found the picture on Pinterest of this little teacup with orange slices all over it. The colors are pretty simple, and I think rather than playing more with color theory like I usually do in my paintings, that I'm going to keep it pretty simple. I'm not a complete beginner to the Copic markers, but it has been a while since I've really had the chance to play with them and remember how they blend. The reference picture, like I said, it's pretty simple. It's mostly just various shades of oranges, yellows, and pinks. And rather than delving into my usual, which would be more purples and blues, and probably reds and violets, if I were doing this in colored pencil, we're just gonna keep it simple so I can remember how these things blend. I'm sure you've noticed the little 23 and RIP in the bottom corner. This sketchbook actually used to be an Inktober sketchbook that I found. Well, I guess that I abandoned back in 2020. I think the dates are in the beginning of it. Obviously, I did not finish Inktober that year. And rather than just letting the sketchbook rot, I was a little desperate for some paper. And this has amazing paper. While the marker does ghost through, it's so smooth, it's so thick. Oh, that's what she said. Maybe it's some kind of Bristol paper. I don't know. There are no identifying marks on the sketchbook. It just has a plain brown cover and front and back. No writing, no stickers, no stamps. Just mystery sketchbook. I don't even think I bought it. I think it was probably given to me, because I tend to only gravitate towards one or two brands when I'm buying my sketchbooks, and this is none of them. It also only has exactly like 31 pages, which is why I got so excited for it for Inktober at the time. But that Inktober was just not meant to be that year. I think what I love so much about this little piece is it reminds me of my favorite cup of tea. I love orange and spice tea, especially in the fall and winter. Just one of my absolute go-to favorites. And here we are, this beautiful, well, not beautiful. It is a freaking cute picture of oranges and tea. So are any of you guys tea drinkers? And if you are, what's your favorite? Comment down below and let me know. I tend to go back and forth between tea and coffee, but nothing beats sitting down in the evening with a hot cup of tea while I read my books. Luxury at its finest, let me tell you. I am also very happy with how this is turning out. I did decide to go in and grab a bit of a cooler blue. The colors I had just weren't quite coming across the way I wanted them to. And I think this blue really helps a lot of it pop as well. It's so frustrating sometimes with these colors, because in my brain I'm just like, oh yeah, if this was colored pencil, I'd be using this, this, and this for the palettes. But with the markers, I'm just like, I feel like it's a wild guess of, we'll try this one, and we'll try this one, and oh no, that one didn't work, so let's try this one. I don't want the markers to feel like such a crapshoot. But I know that confidence will come in time, especially if I keep using them. And I think that's what's going to be the rest of the sketchbook, because the paper's so nice, is it's just going to be filled with Copic marker pictures. And just start building up that confidence again and building up that color theory again. And it's not that I'm not used to transparent colors either. Like, I love watercolor. And I have a specific palette I use in my watercolor too that's very similar to what I do with colored pencils, or really with any other medium but markers at the moment. And I'm pretty sure that's a confidence issue. I had to go back in and find a different pink. This is almost like a peachy color. And I really like how it's bringing to life that plate. This is just such a fun piece. I just absolutely love it. I am struggling a little bit with these oranges. I did not give myself enough room for like values, especially my highlights. I completely lost them because I colored the oranges completely in. And they're also something I would love to play more with color, but just, I think I'm being a little bit too cautious with this one at the moment, but that's okay. This is strictly for learning and getting comfortable with the markers, and I will push as much as I feel comfortable doing, basically. Okay, so I think I've taken the markers as far as I can. I can't help it, y'all. I have to grab my favorite medium ever, colored pencils, especially the Prisma colored pencils, and we're just going to finish these oranges and just add in what I can. I'm gonna try and not add too much. You know what, let's just do the oranges. I need my highlights. I think adding my highlights is going to be the biggest thing here. And I have this gel pen. And let's see. Yeah, this is making all the difference. Sometimes this gel pen doesn't want to work that well for me, so I'm thankful it's actually coming down and onto the paper. Because if this didn't work, I also have a acrylic paint pen that is somewhere. Y'all, I'm so happy with how this turned out. Sorry I had to put it in different light. As you can see, my studio is pretty dark except for that overhead lights. But I think she's finished. I think she looks amazing. I'm very proud of this one. I'm excited to see where my Copic marker adventure goes. Please comment your favorite tea below if you made it this far, and I hope you guys create your day. Cheers!